From the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
What's up, everyone out there in podcast land? This is the Swish Edition. I'm Scott.
So stupid.
What? What's stupid?
That voice.
Oh, goodness. Well, be warned, people. This is a short episode. We're calling it a mini episode. The script is not even 3 pages long.
I love it.
Yeah. We don't want to disappoint you, but we also didn't want to disappoint you about not doing an episode this week since we're not doing one next week. We can do what we want. Nobody's paying us for this, so
Right.
that's the way it goes. Hey, for your calendar, get your calendars out, everybody. This Friday, June 2nd. Well, first of all, I can't believe that June starts on Thursday.
Oh, man.
How did that happen?
May went by quick, man.
Crazy. Anyway, this Friday, June 2nd, is National Donut Day. So if you guys happen to live near Dunkin' Donuts, and who doesn't, right? You can get a free classic donut with a beverage purchase on Friday.
Love it.
How cool is that?
Hey.
I looked at Krispy Kreme's website.
Uh-huh.
I think they're the other largest donut chain in the country, and they have nothing on their website about free donuts. So don't know if they'll be participating or not. Duck Donuts, which we talked about on the show, they're expanding all over the country. You can get a free donut there.
Okay.
And there are a couple of regional ones that, I'm not going to mention them all.
Yeah, because there's a Randy's here, right?
Yeah, we have Randy's is opening, that famous one from LA with the big, huge donut on the roof. They're opening one here. I don't know if it's open yet.
Oh, maybe not.
But here we have Pink Box, which
Pink
sounds
Box.
like a girl's nether regions. But Pink Box is all over the valley here in Vegas. And I don't know, are they somewhere else besides Vegas?
I don't know. Pink Box is weird. It's just a donut with a lot of crap on it.
They're like super, super fancy donuts.
Like you get one with Fruity Pebbles on it or something like that.
You can get that if you want it.
It's-
I almost stopped in one the other day.
Yeah.
There's one over there in
Henderson.
Henderson. Yeah, there's a couple downtown too. I think there's one at Harrah's or one of those Caesar's properties. Speaking of stuff that isn't good for you, please do not consume or encourage others to buy or spend money on AI-generated crap. I've been kind of railing on this in the last couple of weeks on social media, and every day there's another article about AI and how scary it is.
I mean, the potential for this stuff, yeah, it could be. It could be.
Well, here's one example. A sci-fi writer named Tim Boucher boasted on, I don't know what website it was. He boasted that he used AI to write 97 books in 9 months.
Jesus.
Which he sells on Amazon. He says his plan is to write thousands. And write, I put write in quotes because you're not writing it if the computer is doing it for you. He says, AI has proven to be a remarkable catalyst for my creative work.
You don't have creative work.
It has enabled me to increase my output while maintaining consistent quality. And he says he has to do a little editing afterwards.
Well, yeah,
but it's basically writing the fucking story for him.
Right.
Then you're just a facilitator. You're just a guy who presses a button.
That's it. He is not doing any creative work here.
Listen, they're talking about having regulations. Even Elon Musk thinks that AI should be regulated somehow by the government. So the governments of the world. Should there be an AI panel for like the entire world? What I want to see, literally want to see, is if a story, a novel, a TV show, a movie, a news article,
right,
is written by a computer and not a person, then it should have a warning.
Yes, I would agree with that.
So I don't think Tim Boucher's name should be on the book as the writer of the book.
No, it should be the name of the AI program that is used.
Tim, yeah, right. Chat, what is it called? Chat AP? Chat GT?
There's tons of them.
There's tons of them.
Yeah.
It's wrong. And, I can't go 5 minutes on social media without seeing AI-generated art, too.
Right.
You can literally say, make me a picture of a monkey in a tutu walking down Fifth Avenue in New York City. And your computer will generate that picture for you. And it'll look damn real. And it's scary. It's going to replace writers, artists. It's going to replace everybody.
Yeah.
It's already replacing the helpline at Cox internet.
That's been that way for a while now.
It's bullshit, and it's not helpful. It's so much faster to get someone on the phone. I want to talk to a real person, even if they are sitting in India. Seriously, don't consume AI, please, people, or we'll just have robots doing the Swish Edition. We won't even need to be sitting here.
Hey, now that's an idea.
I hate you.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your hosts.
It's very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
Doing something that we don't usually do when we do the Swish Edition. We're drinking beer. Drinking a Modelo. Modelo, I think, is my new favorite beer.
Yeah.
It's especially good in the summertime.
Especially when it's really cold. I mean, almost any beer will do that in the summertime.
It's a lot like Corona, I think. And when I order it in bars, I get lime. I like a lime wedge in it.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So get yourself a Modelo. It's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
It's a cerveza.
It's kind of the color of pee. Despite all the outcry from the fragile people of the world who hate change, the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid opened last Thursday, maybe? The 26th?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And it's already, as of Sunday, I don't have Monday's numbers in front of me, but as of Sunday, it made $95.5 million in the United States.
Aye.
The article I was reading said it could reach 120 million by the end of yesterday, Memorial Day.
Jeez.
Disney put it out in 4,320 theaters. So, Fast X also opened last Friday.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the 10th Fast and the Furious movie.
Furious. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and apparently it made 23 million. So more people went to see Little Mermaid. Well, you know why movies like that are geared towards families and children make more money a lot of times is because the whole family has to go.
Right. You just can't drop your little ones off and say, go watch it, and I'll meet you in the lobby.
So here's the crazy stuff. So, Melissa McCarthy plays Ursula, which is kind of fun. I'd like to see her in that. The movie is said to be 2 hours and 15 minutes long, where the original cartoon was only 90 minutes. So I'm not sure exactly what they've done to load it up. Rotten Tomatoes says 67 people who reviewed it, who took the time to actually write a review, liked it. And 95% of the people who were asked while they were leaving the theater said they liked it. So
nice.
It's getting pretty good.
Well, I want to watch it, but I'm waiting till it comes out to Disney Plus.
A trusted longtime listener of the podcast was not having it. I'm not going to give you her name, but she said she saw it in 3D this past weekend, and she said it was very darkly lit and drab, which she didn't understand. And she basically said that it was a totally unnecessary remake to make. Yeah, so she wasn't a fan.
Well, I wouldn't want to see it in 3D.
Yeah. I guess fish come flying out towards you. Anyway. If you guys don't know, they made the Little Mermaid. She's black in this one, and she's Hailey
Berry.
Yeah, who's a great singer, super cute. We saw her on that show that Jimmy Fallon does on NBC.
That's my jam.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that, it's kind of fun.
I think I saw one, and I don't know because we started watching it in the second season, and I saw a clip on Instagram with Shawn Mendes, but I don't know if that's a newer one or an older one.
I want to see that one, and I would like to see the one with Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's all kinds of singing challenges, and they actually have to sing, and they actually have to answer questions about music, and all kinds of fun games. It's kind of a fun, fast show. Anyway, I'm not going to see it in the theater. I'll wait for it to come on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
if I watch it at all. Hey, people are stupid or genius, maybe. There's a Swiftie out there selling jars of rainwater from Taylor Swift's recent concert at Foxborough, Massachusetts. It was out, Foxborough is where the football is played. Yeah. Patriots play. It doesn't have a roof. So when it rained on everybody. It really rained.
Yeah.
Anyway, he supposedly collected rainwater at the concert, and he's selling it for $250 each on Facebook Marketplace. But a lot of people online aren't having it. Potential buyers, or maybe not potential buyers, asked if it was from the parking lot or the stadium.
It's probably from his frickin' yard.
It's probably from his friggin' tap in his kitchen.
Right.
Others called out bullshit and said, prove it. Prove that you actually harnessed the rain at the concert. Who brings jars to a concert to collect rainwater? Anyone who spent $250 buying this rainwater is a stupid idiot.
And they deserve to lose their money.
But the person selling it, if he's actually selling it and making money, well, hats off to him.
I guess, yeah.
People are stupid. And I love this. People say, how could something like this be worth $250? It's worth $250 if someone's willing to pay for it. I said that over and over again. It's every time I read something like that online. Speaking of, it's a perfect segue into our next story. A Japanese ice cream company is selling a 4.3 ounce scoop of ice cream online for $6,696. Now, it's not just one scoop. You can buy as many as you want. It's called Byakuya.
Byakuya?
It's Japanese. I can't speak
Byakuya.
It's made with rare Italian truffles, Parmesan cheese, and sake paste, which already sounds friggin' disgusting.
Horrible.
There's even a dumber part to this story. The people at Guinness Book of World Records recognized it as the most expensive ice cream in the world. But what stops the ice cream guy down the street from marketing his scoop ice cream for $6,697?
Nothing.
Beating the record immediately.
Right. Because you just have to market it, right? You don't actually have to sell a scoop.
This is the kind of thing that I don't think Guinness should do. You should have to do something. You can't just I could come up with a number. We could sell ice cream for $8,000 a scoop. And then we'll be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
We just go buy a thing of Breyers.
Anyway, the ice cream comes with a handcrafted metal spoon made from the same materials used to build temples and shrines.
Aww.
And that made me think of, does it also come with the tears of Christ?
No. Because Taylor Swift rainwater.
And by the way, just so you know, because we always like to give you a little trivia, the average American eats 12 gallons of ice cream a year. Which I kind of find bullshit. Is that true? 12 gallons of ice cream?
I don't know. That's a lot of ice cream.
You and I don't eat anywhere near that much ice cream.
No. Not even.
I don't know. I don't even think.
Not even a tenth of that.
Not even a gallon.
No
way. I hardly ever eat ice cream. Anyway, the average half gallon of ice cream right now in America costs $5.56. So, there you go. Unless you go to Baskin Robbins, where you're going to spend $5.56 for one scoop of ice cream. So it's always cheaper to have your ice cream at home. Speaking of what's worth money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Brady Bunch house worth $5.5 million?
Why do I feel like this was sold a long time ago?
It wasn't. This is the first time HGTV has owned it for the last couple of years.
And they did their reno.
Yeah, so they did a show. They bought it for $1.6 million a couple of years ago, and they got Drew and Jonathan Scott, those twins that do home renos.
Yeah.
And they got all 6 actors who played the Brady Bunch kids. And they did a whole series out of it. It was like 8 episodes.
I remember.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so each kid worked with a designer, and they did a certain room in the house.
Yeah.
And the end product is friggin' amazing. Because you guys might not know. I mean, I know you know the Brady Bunch house. If I flashed the picture up in front of you right now, you'd instantly recognize that as the Brady Bunch house. But the inside was a set in somewhere else. And yeah, probably. So the inside looked nothing like the set we saw on TV. So they basically gutted the inside of the house and rebuilt it to look exactly like the set. And it's eerily wonderful.
Yeah.
But will someone buy it? Maybe, Lance Bass originally wanted it, and he put in a bid for it, but lost to HGTV. But I don't know if Lance Bass has $5.5 million. I don't know if he has that kind of money. I don't know. He said they didn't make much money when they were in NSYNC.
No, they didn't.
Lance has said he's made most of his money since NSYNC, not from NSYNC.
Yeah.
Because those kids got fucked, just like Backstreet Boys did. And
all those guys did.
All of them. Yeah, and remember we just, who was the Left Eye people?
Yeah, the TLC.
Yeah, they got screwed too. She said, not Left Eye, because she's dead, right? No, Left Eye's still alive. One of them died. Who died?
I don't remember.
One of the original 3 died.
I think it was Left Eye.
In a fire, right?
Something like that.
But whoever is still alive, one of them said, we were lucky if we made $50,000 a year at our height.
Ay. Man, they were
the record
great.
company was taking all the fucking money.
Yeah.
They signed horrible contracts. Anyway, so if you guys have $5.5 million lying around and you love the Brady Bunch, you can buy the house.
And the house is where?
It's in Studio City, which is a part of Los Angeles. It's not far from, so you know where the Hollywood sign is?
Yeah.
It's on that mountain. And on the other side of that mountain is Burbank and Studio City. It's on the other side of that mountain.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where it is. So it's not the prettiest place. Plus, there's one of those washes in the backyard. Like literally, it's called the Las Vegas River. And you know it. You've seen it in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
You've seen it in Greece. They actually filmed iconic scenes in this river.
The car race.
Right in their backyard of the Brady Bunch's house. Yeah. And there's a huge Terminator 2 thing that happens in that thing too.
Yeah, something.
Remember?
I remember the Grease one with the car, like the plane.
The car race.
The car race. There's been lots of stuff in, LA washes. It's like a thing.
They're a lot bigger than the ones we have here in Vegas. Yeah.
Well, they get more rain than we do.
Well, yeah. We hardly ever get rain. But good thing we have the washes. Otherwise, we'd be underwater.
Right.
How do you get thousands of people to pack themselves under Fremont Street's Fremont Experience? You make Katy Perry zip line over their heads. This was really cool.
It was cool.
And I think when you mentioned it the other day, and I said, I don't really want to go down there. It's not going to happen until like 11 o'clock at night or whatever. It had already happened. Right. It happened like Friday night, right? Last Friday night? Or Saturday night.
That was the debut
yeah.
of the show.
So she went down there to inaugurate her Waking Up in Vegas song on the Viva Vision roof.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, it's an entire city block that's covered with this curved roof, and the entire thing is a television screen.
Yeah.
And every night, do they do it during the day? I don't know if they do it during daylight hours or not.
I don't know. We just don't go down there that
we were
often.
Down there a couple months ago when our friends Jim and Michael were in town. But
I do think they turn it on, but I don't think they do anything, the big stuff, until after dark.
Like there's a Celine Dion one. There's probably a Aerosmith one, and
kind of the way it's described. Kind of think of it as like, say you're watching Katy Perry Waking Up in Vegas music video.
Yeah,
very similar to that, but it's not the video. It's just like these graphics flying around that go with the song. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I think I saw part of it, and her face was on a chip that you play with at a casino. Right. Yeah, all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, I know we've been talking about Katy Perry like we're crazy people, but she's only got 18 shows left here in Vegas at Resorts World, and you guys got to see it. We've already seen it twice, loved every second of it that we can remember. And just so you know, it's now through November 4th, so 18 shows left.
I bet she'll come back and make another one.
She will. This is her town. I mean, she loves it. This is where she grew up, and she spent a lot of time here. And, she'll be back. I'm sure she's making a hell of a lot of money off it.
Oh,
so
I'm sure.
She'll do it.
I'm sure. I mean, we went both times. Both times were full, very full, right?
It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marky Mark was also down there. He was bartending at Circa that same night. He loves bartending. He does it all over town. He does it because
he's been making like surprise appearances all over.
I'd love to see him. This one was actually announced. People knew he was going to be there. I just didn't see it until after the fact. He has a tequila company called Flecha Azul Tequila. So, which he probably makes $1 billion. Speaking of tequila, I don't know who is buying all this celebrity tequila, But people like George Clooney has made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars off his tequila brand. And I think, is it The Rock? Does The Rock have one too? I know.
don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know that one of the Kardashians has one. I think it's Kendall Jenner. She has a 818 tequila. These people know how to make money. Anyway, I said it was going to be a short show. We got one more story. Beetlejuice 2 update. We've been talking about the new movie. Turns out it started filming. It's already filming over in London. Yeah.
Is whatchamacallit Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. So the update is that Catherine O'Hara is signed on. She was the original mother, Delia Dietz, in the first movie to Winona Ryder. Mother to Winona Ryder's character. So she'll be in it too. And they've already set the date. They're going to release it on September 6th, 2024.
Oh.
So a year and...
I mean, if they've already started filming, why can't they get it done for this September?
It's probably got a lot of special effects in it. Stuff like that. I don't know. And they can't... Usually movies are done about a year in advance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to do once they get it done.
Yes.
You got to go in the studio and do looping and all that good stuff.
Like you talking like you know what you're talking about.
I know, right? Well, as soon as they're done, I want Catherine O'Hara to come back to Canada. I think it's Canada, and make another season of Schitt's Creek because I hear that they're working on it.
Get out.
Yeah, Dan and his dad, Levy. Dan Levy and his dad is Eugene Levy. They said they're game to do another season.
Oh, I'm worried about that.
Why?
Because it ended like perfectly. Why would you fuck that up?
I mean, why would they go? They'd have to go back to Schitt's Creek, but why would they go back? What would be the reason? They lost everything again? I don't know.
Jeez, I don't know.
There would have to be a really good. There would have to be a good story to do it.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Maybe they come back for some event because the kids are still there.
Right.
You know, they decided to stay.
Maybe they're going to elect a new mayor.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, we would talk about the final episode of Succession, except that we haven't watched it yet.
No.
Which is crazy. I had to be very careful on social media yesterday, but we're going to watch it tonight, so we'll get caught up.
Yeah.
And we can maybe talk about it next time. Next time, though, will be June 13th because we're taking next week off. We've got some important work that's going to be keeping us busy next week. We'll tell you about it someday soon.
Word.
Yeah, word to your mother. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
So it's always cheaper to have your ice cream at home.